I'm gonna knock out all this, baby. I'm gonna knock out all this, baby. Man, y'all already know what I'm finna be talking about. We talking about Jermell Charlo, Brian Castano too. Salute Black Goose TV family, man. Please make sure y'all come up in here, like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Be a part of the family. Keep helping us grow to be the biggest boxing channel ever. I gotta get right into this. There's no reason for me to delay it. Brian Castano sounds off on Jermell Charlo, and it's only right. It's only right. Because Jermell Charlo, man, he been coming at Castano for since the fight's been postponed, right? Remember, originally they were supposed to fight January, February, March, April, May. Shit, I can't remember the original date. I think it was in February. They were supposed to originally fight in February, I believe February or March. I think it was actually March. But obviously, we all know Castano suffered that, I believe it's a shoulder injury. They had to postpone it, push it back to, this particular date that's coming up, which is May 14th. And because of that, obviously in Jermell Charlo fashion, and obviously, Jermell Charlo never holds back his words. He never, what I'm saying, I gotta be careful. Like I say, he just came out with it. He said, "Yo, Castano is faking. He don't got no shoulder injury." I seen bro on Instagram. What I'm saying, he was still training with a hurt shoulder. Like, bro, how do you have a bad shoulder injury that you got to recoup from, but you still training? So he was calling him cap on that. He even went as far as to accuse him of using performance-enhancing drugs, saying, "Hey, I really feel like the reason he needs to postpone it because he wasn't off his cycle, or he wasn't able to cleanse that shit out of his body, so we had to push it back." He made all kinds of wild claims, right? So a whole bunch of wild things. Now, for me, look, I followed Jermell Charlo for a long time, so I don't feel no type of way about it because that's just who he is. Like if it was anybody other than Castano, he would do the same thing. That's just how he is, right? Right when he's feeling what he's thinking, he says it, and he don't give a fuck how people think about it, what people, how they're gonna take it. He doesn't care. He's just like, "Hey, yo, I'm gonna knock out all this, baby." You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, during that entire time, obviously, it's not necessarily in Castano's fashion to, talk shit or to be extra or necessarily play outside the box, right? Not follow within the rules. Basically, be like, "Yo, this is what it is," because that's just not his personality. You know what I'm saying? He puts his head down, he gets the work done, and then he moves on, goes home, kisses his wife on the lips. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy that we're finally hearing a little something from Castano. Obviously, the fight is this weekend, so it only makes sense because they're talking to him more. But and that's the only reason probably why he's saying something, because he's like I said, he's not the type of guy to just come out here and say something. He's like, "You got to ask me." So I like though that he's like, "Hey, Jermell, you've been coming at me all this time. Now I'm finna let you know what I'm finna do in that ring. See, you was talking all this time outside the ring. I'm gonna tell you what I'm finna do in the ring. All right, fuck all that other shit. Fuck all that other noise. I'm gonna be 100 with you." So as you guys can see, when it comes to the title of this particular boxing article from Boxing Scene, it says Castano quotations: "I'm gonna make Charlo pay for everything that he said. I'm going to make him suffer." Okay. And first and foremost, before I get into the details of this bad boy, I want to know, do you guys think this is going to be a close fight? Who do you guys got winning? Who are you leaning toward? And how do you think the outcome of this joint is going to go? Make sure you drop it below in the comments when it comes to that answer. So let's go ahead and get into the actual quote of what Castano said. I'm going to go ahead and make my ways down. Here we go. "The crowd really isn't a factor for me," Castano said. "While I appreciate the support, it's all about me and him inside the ring. And I promise you, I'm going to make him pay for everything that he said and everything that happened in the first fight. I'm going to break him. I'm going to make him suffer. And that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if it's in front of 1, 2, 300 or 20,000 people. But I have my sights set on him and only him. Me and him inside the ring. That is absolutely it." Now, by the way, Charlo declined to respond Thursday when Showtime's Brian Custer, who moderated the press conference, asked about Castano's comments. He basically said, "I don't have no response. That's what they want me to do. They want me to be quiet. They don't want me to talk." Okay, Brian Castano. Okay. We will see. Like I just said, what I say, prepping y'all coming into this particular article, I was like, people don't like that Charlo be that way. They do be wanting to be quiet. They always have something to say, in particular to what he has to say, which, obviously, what you expect. If you're going to, say what's on your mind, you can't be mad when someone responds to what's on their mind or what you said, right? That's part of the game. But, that's how it goes. So that was the quote from Castano. Once again, in Castano and Brian Castano, in true Brian Castano form, that's all he gave us. He didn't give us no more. So even when, I started up this video and I was lit and I was like, "Hey," Castano finally came with the smoke. It was still the type of smoke that suited Brian Castano, which is not too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to be talking too much. I don't have to say too much. Like, it's funny that Charlo responded saying they want me to talk. I don't got to say nothing. I'm like, that's probably the only thing Castano said about you, and everything else was just straightforward to the point, and talking about his upcoming camp and et cetera, because that's just how he is. But just him giving us that little tidbit. I'm excited as hell for this fight. I think it's gonna be a fire ass fight. You already know we're gonna do Fluence Lounge for that joint. So make sure you guys join me on Saturday. Most likely I have Zen in that thing too. Keep supporting the channel, y'all. Keep showing love. What do you guys think about this particular article? Who are you guys leaning toward when it comes to Castano and Charlo? Are you excited for this fight, et cetera, et cetera? Let me know. And as always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, show love, be part of the family. Let's keep growing and growing and growing, because I'm telling y'all right now, we finna be the biggest boxing channel in the next 2 years. I called it. Nah, much love to people. As always, blessings, positivity, and don't ever let nothing get you down. And if it do get you down, make sure you do whatever you can to get off the ground.